Hi there, Loy Machedo from loymachedo.com, Loy Machedo TV. The book review is Office Politics by Oliver James. Yes, Office Politics by Oliver James, who says perception is everything, how to thrive in a world of backstabbing, lying, and dirty politics. Yeah, dirty tricks. Okay, now, see, the thing is, there are some books which are really very easy to read, which you really enjoy. I mean, like for example, this book. In the beginning, I started underlining almost every line, and I was like, "Wow, these are great points." But as I started moving further along, it was like it started losing its charm. The book started coasting, and when I had to write a review for this book, I really got into a writer's block. I mean, I found it so very hard because I just asked myself, what should I write? Some bits are really good, but the rest of it is really, really terrible. If you honestly ask me, if I could remove all the bits that were not required in this book and just keep the ones that were required, I would say it would come down to maybe only this much, only 10% of the pages out of this total book. And if you actually look at the back, see here it says praise for Oliver James. Okay, praise for Oliver James. Now, what you'd be misguided, like how I was maybe people are praising this book. Well, actually, they're not praising this book, they're praising the writer. So this book didn't turn out to be that good. However, there were some good bits in it. Like, for example, he says the three types, the three triads. The triads of a office politician would be: one is a psychopath, a person who has no conscience, he wants to succeed at any cost. Machiavelli, who is, he's very calculative in nature, he uses everyone for his own advantage. And third one is narcissist, a person who is bursting with self-love and just cares about himself. Now, he also has stated the experiences of many people, taking interviews with them, having nuts and bolts of research conducted here and there. And, in this book, he kind of teaches you how to be an evil guy, learn how to suck up without being sucky, learn how to boast without being boastful, learn how to, break down someone without looking like you're breaking down someone. It actually teaches you how to be an evil guy and survive, which is a good thing because obviously you need someone to tell you the truth. Now, the 4 skills of office politics, or if you want to be a good politician, would be astuteness. You have to be pretty alert and active. You have to be very effective in what you're doing. You have to have an amazing network. And finally is the appearance of sincerity. These are the 4 points that he felt were very important. And, some of the important traits of office politicians, which he has given 16. I'll just read them out quickly to you. One was you have to be a very good actor, ingratiation, making other people feel good. You have to be a chameleon. You have to learn to blend in. The art of flattery, you should know very well. Favor rendering, you got to do favors so that you get favors in return. You have to be pretty assertive. Obviously, you have to be a master at self-promotion. You have to keep seeking feedback and making other people feel important, that they give you feedback. Then you have to build your reputation. It's always very important to get noticed. Then conscientiousness, let everyone know that you're doing something, and let there be a balance, because if you do hard work without being noticed, it's no point. Then learn to be honest and not stupid. Rationality is very, very important. You also need to have a little bit of blackmailing, where you know people's faults and they know that you know this, so that they would be very careful not to step over your toes. Then the art of defamation, how to make others look bad, like how politicians always do it. And finally, the art of deception, how you can divert people's attention from what you're doing. And if you don't want to be a good office politician, if you want to protect yourself, these are the 10 points that I managed to get from him. One is live in the present. Obviously, don't worry too much about the future. Remember, some people have it, some don't. So if you don't have it, don't get into office politics. Third is be insightful. Next one is spend moments of reflection, so you keep looking into yourself. Number 5 is have a two-way communication. 6th one is be playful, always have fun. 7 is take risks. Number 8 is vivacity. Oh my God, vivacity. Yeah, all right. I'll get that. Vivacity. Okay. Be high-spirited and animated. Then number 9 is be authentic, and finally it is be happy always. So these are the 10 points. Now, moment of truth. Would I recommend this book? Absolutely not. The reason being is because there is so much in between which is so useless, and it was so boring. It was like, come on. I was just struggling to read through it, and I hate when a book becomes boring because I'm a kind of guy who will read it even if it doesn't make sense until I get bored to death. So I had to struggle, and I hated this book. So that's why I give it a 2 out of 10, even though it had content that was really useful. So if you ask me, just look at my notes, cherry pick the best, and forget buying this book because it's a waste of money and time. Um, Overall, a disappointment. I felt this book could have done a lot more better. So this is Loy Machedo, not recommending this book by Oliver James, that is Office Politics, but I happen to read that his book Affluenza is pretty good. So I might buy that book and see and give you a review and tell you how that book does. So the Loy Machedo from loymachedo.com and Loy Machedo TV. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye for now.